So I'm going to put the statue in my office, and my classes are going to have to come.
And
And
kiss it or something like that.
of course, adore it and and recognize me for the
For the genius that you are.
oh yeah, of course. I mean,
Just don't tell people how you figured out which bracket to go for.
yeah. Well, I told my class today how I did it. They were
Oh,
very interested, actually.
yeah. Well,
So
that's the way to do it.
I'd say
Don't
so.
rely on your own wisdom. Rely on the wisdom of others.
Of money, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we
So
should probably see what people are betting on the outcome of Ukraine. That will probably provide us with. Let's see. We could see where's Shell and Exxon. Where are they investing their money, and
there
where's
you go.
Raytheon going and doing their thing, and we can probably then come up with some econometric way of determining the outcome
Yeah,
based on that.
that might be it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that says that's a rather sad reflection upon our current state of politics.
Oh, in our current world, yeah,
Yep, yep. Well,
yeah.
and it's not much different here at Aspern-Essling, where obviously the French are going to war. They've been provoked to go to war by big uniform,
Mm.
and the Austrians, obviously their uniforms are not nearly as brilliant.
It's
So
all it's all big royalty.
yeah, it's all
Yeah,
big royalty there. So it's
they
big
need bigger
royalty versus big
policies.
uniform.
Yep.
I
So Austria spends all its money on cheap uniforms, so they have the nice palaces.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, we never got to Fontainebleau, did we? Because I think that's where Napoleon had his palace of sorts was
Oh yeah,
there.
we never went to Fontainebleau.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's not shabby by any stretch of the imagination.
Probably not.
No.
Maybe not. I'm not even sure what state it's in anymore.
It's south of Paris. It's not that far south.
I think it's a park. I know there's a park there, but I don't know if the
Well, I when I was there with the family, gosh, back in 2018 was it maybe? When
Mhm.
we took the trip to Europe. Um, I was toying with the idea of going to see Fontainebleau, and we only had like one day to either go to Versailles or to go to Fontainebleau, and
uh,
so I probably should have gone to Fontainebleau because Versailles was just it was not as impressive as as I remembered it,
mhm,
and the crowds were absolutely insane.
mhm.
So we waited out in the courtyard for like 2 hours before we even managed to make it into the building. And then it was packed, you're packed cheek to jowl with all of these folks. So, I mean, that's the one thing that's terribly different from recent trip to Europe and when you and I went back in the 80s. And the difference is that China now has a middle class,
Mhm.
and they didn't have a middle class then. So it
No,
was
no,
only a few wealthy, or typical
Japanese,
American tourists, and
and
now
really
it's packed with Chinese
tourists.
tourists and tourists from all over Asia and
We
whatever else. So
we saw all those Japanese tourists at the Louvre, I remember.
yeah, I mean there were Japanese tourists there when we were there because I mean Japan was doing pretty well there in the mid '80s when we were traveling.
Well, I tell you, if we keep backing up NATO more and sending more troops over there, we need to have every European country pass a law that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are American only days of all tourist attractions. I think that's the way to solve the whole problem.
Yeah, that's how we want to get recompensed by NATO. We want to be able to have shorter
Yeah,
queues when we go to the Eiffel Tower.
yeah, and we want to make sure that the already existing resentment is even 10 times as great.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of resentment against Americans pretty much anywhere. So what can you do?
Whoa, yeah, we're blamed for overthrowing the Pakistani government now. So
Oh, we have somebody who's watching us. Somebody named 01 Eldar. He's setting up camp. It's now famous for rock climbing, bouldering. Hmm. not sure what he's referring to.
So did we want to play or?
I mean, we can play. I mean, for the most part, it's just been you and I doing stuff over here around Aspern.
Mhm.
You know, the
I
cavalry's just been kind of glaring at each other. The French have got reinforcements coming in. They have Saint-Cyr's fourth division of the Fourth Corps coming in at the bridge.
mhm.
And I mean, all that Albert was really doing was moving reinforcements forward and kind of rejiggering the cavalry to kind of counter anything that the French might do. And I don't think David had any plans for cavalry charges, but I don't know.
I have no idea what David
Yeah, I mean, he
is
hasn't
doing.
done any cavalry charges since, in an hour. The last, what, two or three turns, or at least three turns, we haven't had any cavalry charges anywhere across the center. So I would
So
imagine that,
I've been leaving him up to that, and I haven't really
yeah. So I mean,
done
we
any.
we can do a turn. We can just kind of do our thing there around Aspern-Essling, and I won't do any cavalry charges. You don't do any cavalry charges. We can't make Albert or David mad if we by destroying their units.
Okay. All right. Let me get into the game then.
Okay, cool, cool.
Okay. Org underscore.
Fontainebleau Park near Paris says that's now there's a lot of bouldering around there, rock climbing.
Does it
Thank
have
you.
a?
What's your question, Robert?
Oh, but is the palace still exist, or
I,
was it
I
destroyed? And
no, I think the palace is still there because
it
when I
is.
was looking at it as an option to go visit,
Mhm.
um, we could have chosen to go to Fontainebleau or to go to Versailles.
Versailles.
So there's a lot of the palaces are still there.
Yeah.
So I mean, unless they've were obliterated by German bombing or something, which I don't think happened. Um, it's
Well, they all wanted to live in those, so yeah.
yeah, he wanted to keep something nice looking
It's all
to
that good artwork.
well,
It's a
questionable
steal.
artwork. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, are you signed in?
Yeah, I'm here. Let me just pull up the rules and thing. I know I don't need to have the rules, because I
Oh
remember them
yes, the rules always good to have
completely
those handy.
accurately, and we don't even need to refer to them because I know them by heart.
Indeed, you are like a your mind is like a steel trap, rusted shut.
Yeah, more than rusted shut.
Indeed.
Yeah, no amount of WD-40 is going to help it.
All right, I got my rules handy. I got
Yeah,
my combat chart handy.
let's take a look at what's here. Oh, it's just all depressing. All right, so let's see. I got to pull off the stuff for the reinforcements, right?
Yeah, the it should be over on the right hand side of
French
the
counter.
French order of battle chart. It's going to be there should be a counter there for Saint-Cyr. He's the with the Fourth Corps, Fourth Division, and then if you scroll down, you'll see the different battalions. So it looks like they've got 1, 2, 3, for 5 regiments. And that's about it.
I'll just put all of these on the board. Wait, what is all this stuff? Oh, there's a lot in the fourth corner.
Yeah, so it looks like it's got 3 light
So Saint Cyr.
Saucier, yeah.
Oh,
So
there it
he
is.
should be. He's part of the fourth corps, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I found him.
Yeah,
So they're on the other side of the bridge,
they're on
or
the other side of the bridge. Yeah, they're coming on as reinforcements. So you've got a
4th Infantry Division.
4th Infantry Division.
So we have this one.
It looks like it's the 24th Leger,
Yeah.
the 4th line, 46th line. You look like you've got some Saxons.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're Saxons. Maybe they're Baden. Yeah, so you've got 2 Baden, maybe Baden regiments.
So we've got the 24th Leger. And
so a decent amount of troops.
Oh, you're right. I can just copy them.
You can just pull them off of the order of battle, usually.
Oh, I'm in the counters.
Oh, yeah. If you just go up to, like, the picture of Napoleon.
Oh, it's too late.
Yeah. No, but just for future reference, if you
Yeah.
open that up, it's got the display with all of the units in all of their organization. And then you can just pull them right off of that, just like you would if you
Had them on the
had them
table.
on the had it set up at the end of the table, kind of a thing, and you could just grab it and swap stuff on and off. So
What? Only one piece of artillery.
I don't know. It looks like most all of the artillery for the corps is already over there.
Yeah, I know it is. We just need double it. Okay, so I think I got it all there.
Yep, that looks about right. Well, while you're there, you might as well move them. It costs 1 to move across the bridge. It's just like clear terrain.
And there's no road, so I can't do a road.
Nope, there's no road.
That really sad. Where was the point thinking of? Why didn't you have people building roads?
Yes.
All right, so from the edge of the board, that would be 1. And to go across the bridge, it costs.
It just cost 1. Yeah, the movement for the bridge is 1.
Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And is that like an imaginary bridge or a
Nope,
ford?
that is a ford. So the ford is going to cost +1 for infantry, cavalry, and artillery to go across, which is better than the stream, which is like +2 for everything. So
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Three. Oh no, I could have them coming on this other one too, probably. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4.
they're just all going to be kind of strung out behind each other, I imagine.
Let's see how wonderful these guys are.
Oh, they're not bad. Oh, and they're Hessians.
They're Hessians. They should be over Oh, look at them.
Yeah, they're
Turbulent.
Hesse. So
Yes.
Hessians, yeah.
So let's see. That would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. Here, so 1, 2. What does it cost to cross the bridge for artillery?
It's the same. So for everybody, it just cost one.
3, 4.
Okay.
Okay, we got that set up. Okay. Now let's look at the rest of this stuff. Bunch of stuff running away. Those guys can. So should I just move?
Yeah, go ahead and move.
We agree we're not doing any cavalry charges.
No, I mean, if you wanted to, you can, but
5, 6, 7, 10, 11.
yeah, moving up the slope is
2.
+2 for cavalry. Yeah.
So that would be 14. I'll put them there. So Dave can.
Got a commanding view of the battlefield.
Yes. Easily they can run away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why we're going to warp in the photon cannons, right?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I could imagine having those. That would probably, just seeing one bolt of energy come out of one of them would probably scare everybody away.
Oh yeah. You know, I've I played polo there a little bit years ago, and horses are skitterish even in the best of circumstances. So I can only imagine how much work you'd have to do to get them to behave themselves out here. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at attacking. Grain. Here we go.
Where are you at now?
Okay, I'm gonna start moving the stuff.
Okay.
In the swampy area.
In the swampy area.
Keep those guys there.
You're starting to run out of leaders. You've dispatched so many off Higgly Piggly everywhere.
Yep. So let's see. These guys can go 1, 2, 3. There's no train cost for leaders, right?
Usually the train cost for leaders is the same for infantry.
1, 2.
I know in like the Clash of Arms games, usually they differentiate between like infantry, cavalry, artillery, skirmishers, leaders, but most of the Marshall Enterprise ones, it's just they just have the infantry, cavalry, and artillery. I guess technically most of the leaders are all mounted, so maybe the cavalry would be a better one to go with.
Well, we'll move Legrand. Time for him to get shot. Who was in there before that got killed? Who killed him? Or he's out like till.
Um, it was Oudinot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Oudinot
out.
got wounded and shot.
He's out until Waterloo,
Yeah, not quite. Not quite that
basically.
long.
Oh,
He'll be back in time to go to march to Moscow in 1812.
something to look forward to. Okay. Um. So units in Garden are in general order.
Correct.
They can't be in Trilly order.
Yeah, they're general order.
So they can't be in Trilly order. Why can't they be in Trilly order?
Um, it says infantry and cavalry can form units in this terrain. Units with skirmish ability may skirmish in these hexes if they so elect.
Yeah, they have a defense value 12. Okay.
Yeah, so they could go into skirmish order in the garden.
Okay. All right. These poor saps. Lucky them, they're half dead. Okay. Movement value in skirmish order is less, right?
Nope. It's if they're in line, they move. Their printed movement is 2 less at the start of the turn. Or I mean at the start of their movement phase.
Okay.
So skirmishers have got their full regular movement value.
Okay. So about face 1, 4, 5, 6. What else? All that there. There. The rest of the stuff. The bodies. So we will switch the bodies out. Bodies.
More Bodeners.
How do you remove all these little move marker things? Do you do that? Does it automatically do it, or do you have to do it?
So I think maybe there's a button that you can hit which will do it. So I know that like when I was watching
Oh, I see it. It's all the way at the end.
yeah, it's all the way at the end.
Mark all pieces on the map as not moved. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, what I was I think it was like I was watching David and Michael play one of the bar games. I think it had some sort of thing where you could press a button and it kind of cleared a bunch of stuff. or it'd flip things over or something like that. So it looks like you found the button and pressed it. So
I
hurrah!
know it looks much nicer.
It does.
That means they all get to move again too.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
special blitzkrieg. They can move and then they can move again.
Okay. Yeah, I like that idea.
Hmm. It's
And I
only
do
the
have
French. It's only the Imperial Guard that gets to do that.
no, it's only Saint Cyr that gets to do that.
Oh, you're gonna move him twice. There you
No,
go.
well, how about three times? We can
Three
roll a
times.
die.
Three times.
Here, I just rolled a die.
Oh,
Oh, we can only move three
you
times.
rolled a two. He fell off his horse.
Where are we going? Oh, I can
Exactly.
move. Let me move these guys back. They're half dead. Uh, so they can move forest, woods, three. So 3, 4, 5. So they go back up there. That stuff's all moved. That stuff's all moved. No cavalry stuff. Or church. It's a charnel house. I can only have one unit in there.
Yeah. So the
One
stacking
town.
limits for the town,
Just one
village,
battalion.
hamlet, just one infantry battalion,
Or 6 increments at a time.
or 6 increments, or 4 artillery, or one battalion and one battery.
No, no,
Um,
no, no, no. Artillery
the
and cavalry combined.
granary and the church, only one infantry battalion, um, but no cavalry, no artillery can go
Only
into the
6
church.
increments. Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Quatre Bras. Yeah.
It does have a certain, I mean, yeah, because we had all of those little chateaus, those little walled farms that we had to try to break
Right.
through.
We had some real laughing fits with
Oh my God, yeah,
the
because you had what,
attempts
the
of the
Dutch militia
sappers.
or something.
And you had these French sappers and they were getting blasted.
Yeah, it was terrible. Well, it's even worse now because with the update to the rules, he's got it where you can only assault those walled farms through the hex that has the
The door.
gate. Yeah, the gate into the thing. So in the past, at least you could surround it, shoot it. You might be able to assault it from a couple different places or whatnot. Well, now if it's only got one gate, you can only assault it through the one doorway. So taking those is even more problematic. So
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm done.
Okay. Well, cool.
You got your defensive
Yeah, I've got
fire?
some defensive fire. So I've only got, it looks like, basically stuff here
Church.
around the church. So I've got 12 here and 12. That's 24. 24 to 16 is going to be one, 1.5 to 1. So
You have 3 of them there.
yeah, but these guys aren't facing that way. See, they're
Oh,
in line order and they're kind of
oh,
facing
it's
these
fine.
two hexes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 1.5 to 1. 53 is a hit.
Oh, that's a hit. You off another one.
That is hit number 2.
Oops.
Ooh, I like
Here.
that. You're going the other way. Or maybe that's just that 0 on its side. It looks like a halo.
Ah,
A
that's it.
bunch of little Frenchmen flying
Off to heaven.
off to heaven. Well, depends on. Actually, this is during the time where I think Napoleon's reestablished Catholicism. So it's not during the Revolution where they would have been atheists. They wouldn't have gone anywhere necessarily. So
Following the Church of Wisdom.
yes, exactly. All
They could have
right.
been worshiping Aristotle. Okay. Anything else?
Uh, no, I mean that's it. That's the only spot we've got anything adjacent that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well,
So you
I'll
get to shoot at me.
pathetic little group here gets. There's 6. So 6 to 9.
It's going to be 6 to 9, or this one here stacked with artillery would be 6 to 7. But even then, it's the same. It's the same thing. It's going to be 1 to 1.5 any way you slice it.
And you check on even with the Hungarians?
Yes, the Hungarians check on an even roll.
Well, we might we'll go after this guy.
Okay. See if you get lucky.
No.
44. Nope.
All right. And then let's see.
Probably got some
Napoleon.
artillery.
Yeah. So
he can only really fire out through this hex here.
So we could go after that one.
Yep, you can. So,
and could we combine with these guys too?
You could, because they both have a line of sight to it.
Or do I save it for? You know what? I'm going to save it for that one. Okay, so that's a range of 1, 2, 3. So that's what, short range?
That's going to be no. So that's medium range. So that's going to be 19 to 9. It's a 2-to-1 shot.
2-to-1 shot with a
plus something for Napoleon. +9. So 2-to-1 with a +9. This is when you roll an 11, and we all laugh. That is hilarious.
And how can you call those things?
I have Alexa hooked up to Vassal, so Alexa hears me say these things, and then she does it. Well, come on. The same thing happens when we're rolling dice, Robert. How many times have you called it like, you would only miss if you rolled an X, and then boom, there you roll. The one die roll that's not going to do you any good. Well, and think of how many times we had Napoleon at Dresden shooting stuff, and he didn't hit a goddamn thing half the time.
Missed all the time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, we'll have these guys combine on this guy here.
All right. So it's going to be medium range. So you got. Yeah, you're going to have 26 to 9. So that's going to be just shy of 3 to 1. So it's 2.5 to 1. And you've got a plus something, +6 for your leader. Roll another 11. Make the emperor happy. 52. Oh. That is not. So that's going to be a 62, and that's a single hit.
That's it?
Well, that's all it takes to get these Austrians to run away. So let's go ahead and see what we get. 35. I'm pretty sure they pass. Yeah, they're 25. Oh, and they're in line, so they're even happier because they're in line. Okay.
All right. And then these guys here.
Okay.
And that's artillery sitting out there. You could shoot at this cavalry unit.
Well, but the problem is my artillery is blocking it. Now, what you could do is you could say that you could shoot at this hex here. You could say that those two guys fired at this hex here, and then this guy can fire at that hex there. That would be the way to do it. So that's going to be 12 to 9. So that is a it's 3. So that's a 1-to-1.
And I got a plus
1.5. No, it's a 1-to-1. Okay.
12 to 9. Yeah. So and I got a +2.
Yep.
No.
And no, that's not enough.
Okay.
And I think David had some guns over at Essling. Yeah, he's got some unlimbered guns over here. I think he was taking pot shots at Albert's cavalry.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, so everything is at like long range. So you'd have a 1-to-1 on pretty much any of this cavalry here from the looks of it.
Well, we'll go after this one because it's got a +5.
Yep, okay. So 1-to-1 with a +5. 26. Nope, that's not enough.
And that's all of my shooting.
Okay. Did you have any assaults?
No.
What? The guy in the church? This is his chance to come out. Come out fighting.
4 increments left. There you go.
Sure. Come on. He would surprise everybody. He would just turn around and run away in fright.
We could assault those guns there.
Well, it's guns and infantry. You're welcome to.
It'll be worth 1 to 1.
Except you didn't fire on him. You can only assault the person you fired on. So.
Fired on, so we'd have to go at these guys. So that would be 4 to.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it.
I could have moved Napoleon in there and done it.
Yes, definitely. Move Napoleon in. Get him. He's not doing enough. He's shirking his imperial duties.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go up. First, I'll start up in the north where we've got reinforcements pounding their way down towards the battlefield. So I'll start here. I'll take all these guys. 1, 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we'll take these guys now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Those guns will be showing up sometime in time for Christmas.
There you go.
Jaegers. Oh, my Jaegers. All right. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, let's take these guys. They're all moving 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I got cavalry over here. They are exhausted, so we'll let them rest. All right. Now, let's see, where are we going to move something next?
Oh, you know what, Eric?
What?
It says here in the special rules for Aspern, it says slope hexsides do not block line of sight.
They don't block line of sight.
Yeah, the gradients of the river plain battlefield are slight. So the slopes around the town, I guess, don't block line of sight.
So are you at a higher elevation? I mean, they weren't blocking the line of sight. I mean, what's been blocking the line of sight has been the other things that are in the way.
Well, no, because we were doing the whole closer to and further away from.
Oh, okay. So you're not really higher up from the sounds of it. I mean, it's only a very slight. Where did you find that?
It's on page 9.
With special stuff?
Okay. Aspern-Essling, yeah.
Okay.
Good to know.
Towns, swamps, slopes. Do not block line of sight. Okay, that's cool. So that means that if you had guns, you could fire across the road, right, from north to south.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way that there's not like any behind the crest kind of a thing. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I remember when I did the play testing for Wagram, they said the same thing. They had the slopes weren't blocking line of sight. So, okay, well, no worries. What's that?
If they don't block line of sight, but they still impede movement, so
they still impede movement, and they still make it slightly challenging to,
Tack.
yeah, storm the hex kind of a thing. So that would be the only thing that seems to be different. All right. Well, let's go ahead. I will push these guys forward, these guns. So I'm up here kind of by the
Yeah, I
where the
see.
cavalry is. Yeah.
I got it tracking you, so.
Oh, okay. Good, good, good. You've got missiles tracking me.
Hmm.
All right. Oh my God. I got all this stuff. I got to figure out how to jam it into Aspern. Well, what to do? What to do? What to do? Do I attack again? I got all this stuff. I got so much stuff. Stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I could get a bunch of stuff there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll move this guy here. All right, and this guy will go 1, 2, 3, and then he's going to change into line 4, and then he'll move here 5. And let's see, this guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to change in the line. And then he will move here. And then this guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put him there. And we will we'll turn him that way. So they're all in line. This guy will prolong over here. All right. And this guy's going to go, he's going to rotate. Whoops. So let's turn him. Control Z. No. Control X. And we're going to move him up 1, 1, 2. So he's there. Those guys will stay there. And the 17th. Where's the 17th? There's the mighty 17th.
You need to stand back so that I can soften them up a bit before they come.
Yeah, I know. That's the plan.
They need to have a little smell of gunpowder before they can.
More than one little smell of gunpowder, I'm sure. Multiple smells of gunpowder. All right, let's move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dispatch those cavalry over there. One,
I had one today. I got a robocall from Zagreb, Croatia.
You did?
Yes, telling me my Amazon account had been compromised and I needed to call them.
I see.
Look at all that stuff. You just, that's the thing.
Yeah. Well,
You can
Napoleon did not. He thought that the Austrians were further back. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God! Got these giant. 2, 3, 4,
just wait, have them wait in line for their turn.
5. Yeah, pretty much. They're all going to get killed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. That's the 17th. We'll move them there. Yeah. Okay, and this guy. This is when you wish you had Ricochet.
Go bowling
Just
for
go
dollars.
bowling, yeah, bowling for infantry.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah, no, I know. Just no shortage of crap here. So, all right, let's see here. What should I do with this guy? These guys, the leaders are just so pathetic. Oh.
I was looking through the special rules. There's the special landmine rules.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
We put landmines out all in front of the city.
All right, we're going to go ahead and push one of the guns forward. And this guy, yeah, this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he will be facing this way like that. And then I'll move the other gun forward, and then I'll move Hiller forward. Good, and then we can turn these guys. All right, now meanwhile, 2, that's 3, what's the woods? 3, so that's 6 to get those guys there. I'm down in the lower part of the world here.
Yeah, no, I see.
Yep. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And they'll just be turned there like a little snake. And these guys can go 1, 2. Well, they can get that far, I guess. No, I'll have these guys pull back first. So 1, 2. And this guy can then, so this guy can go 1, 2, 3. How much to go across the river? Not the river, the stream. +2. And the swamp is +4. So it costs him 6. Now he can't get there. So 1, 2, 3. We'll put this guy here. And then we can move this guy up. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll just, well, there's not much left of him anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just move him down that way. All right. Okay, I think that's about as good as I can do for the moment. All of my leaders are mostly... Oh, that guy's a -2. I'm going to keep him away from combat. What's this guy worth?
I mean, how do they decide these things?
They are all...
All minuses.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it just has to do with, you know, who was doing things, you know.
Yeah. Who was aggressive or who wasn't?
Yeah. Well, and then
So you look at the battle, and the guy that's more successful, you give a higher number.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of these guys show up again and again and again. So, you know, they get better or they get worse as time goes by. So, all right, Mr. Bond. I think I have moved just about everything I can. Oh, wait, I still got this guy coming down the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5.
Oh, that 36? Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a small unit.
He is
up all the way to the border.
Yeah, he is his own force to be reckoned with.
These are like the Russian columns in Ukraine.
Yep. Pretty much all you need is a little bit of Apache helicopter fly over there and make short work of me.
Javelin anti-horse missiles.
All right. So you've got some defensive fire.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
We're rolling for hours. Okay. Well, we'll start down here.
Okay.
Yes.
You probably got whatever.
6 probably there.
Yeah, 6 to 9. 62.
Oh,
that's gonna be a hit any way you slice it. Okay.
To make a morale check.
Nope, they are Austrians.
Oh,
so they checked their morale. They checked their morale
hit.
a while ago.
Oh, it was every hit.
No, the Austrians are taking it on the first and basically odd hits. Hungarians are on even, and the French are godly. All right, what's your next shot?
Okay, the next one, it looks like it's here. So they'll...
So you're going to fire on the same guy. You've got 7 to 9,
yeah,
or 6 to 9, whatever it was.
No, that's a miss.
Yeah, it's a miss.
And let's see, Napoleon can't shoot.
Nope, no, he's not adjacent to anybody.
But he's Napoleon, so it doesn't matter.
He does. So he's got a single revolver. He doesn't have a revolver.
He's got his automatic flintlock.
Yeah, his auto flintlock. Indeed. All right. You do have more stuff up here in the Great North.
So we'll shoot at that hex.
Okay, so that one's going to be 28 to 9. So that's going to be 3 to 1, shifted to 4 to 1 for canister. With a +6, you're guaranteed at least 1 hit.
4 to 1 with a +6. Oh,
63. Boy, that's going to be a full bore. At 4 to 1, that is 2 hits. Ouch.
Wow.
Okay. And that is definitely a morale check for those poor guys. Let's see how they do. Oh, they are equally motivated. They're like, we laugh in the face of danger.
Actually, it was a plot. Okay. All right, and let's see. Then these guys here will shoot 10 to 9. So that's a...
Yeah, it's actually 10 to 6 because I'm a big target there.
Oh, okay. So 10 to 6.
So it's going to be a 1.5 to 1 shifted to 2 to 1 for canister, and then a plus
Plus
2 for
2.
the size. So 2 to 1 with a plus 2. Oh,
Oh,
that is a
that's a
miss.
miss.
Not quite as bad as Napoleon rolling an 11, but
Yeah, but close.
close. All right.
Okay.
And then the other one you've got 18 to
6.
18 to 6.
Oh, that's 3 to 1, shifted to 4 to 1 with a plus 2 for Bertrand. Oh, and plus 1 for that. So plus 3 at 3 to 1. Up.
Oh my gosh. So
18.
so a 3 to 1 with
16.
a plus
Oh,
3.
that's one hit.
That's one hit.
That's,
Yep.
oh, at least he pulled off 1. You have to make a morale check.
Yep. 66. Ha. We laugh in the face of danger.
So,
All right.
well, that was pretty bad rolling there.
Yeah, that is less than optimal to say, put it mildly. So, all right. Well, I've got some shooting. So we'll start over here with these guns that Albert's got. We'll fire. This guy can go. Let's see. 1. What's a good target? They're all good targets. We'll fire here on this guy here. So that's going to be 4 to 6 with a plus 3. And that's a miss. And then we'll fire here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 4 to 6 as well. 55 with a plus 3. That's going to be a 60. Yep, that's a hit.
On
this guy right here. Yep.
Yeah.
Hit number 2.
Okay, we'll make a morale check for these guys. Plus 2. Oh,
Yep, they're happy. All right. Then moving on. Next set of guns. We got these guys here combined. So we got, we'll fire 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll fire here. So we've got 8 to 6 with a plus 4. So 8 to 6 with a plus 4. 24. That is going to be a miss. All right. Next, we've got, what can we do? These guys are worth 12 and 12. That's 24. Okay, so we'll combine. We'll shoot here. So this guy and this guy, that's going to be 24. Your fire defense is 12 in the town, but you're stacked with artillery, so it just bumps it down to 10. So it's just a straight up 2 to 1 shot.
2 to 1.
24 again. That is a miss. All right.
Really?
Then I've got half of these guys, so that's going to be 4. And then these guns, 8. So I've got 20
12.
to here. So it's going to be a 2 to
12.
1. What's that?
Yeah, 20 to...
Yeah, so it's a 2 to 1
2 to 1.
on that hex. 43, a 2 to 1 is a hit. Your infantry will take the loss. No. Not this guy. This guy here. See, these two guys here combined on that guy.
Oh, right.
This hex and that hex combined on that guy.
Oh, wait. Stop clicking.
Sorry.
Wait. No. Hold on. What did I just do?
It looks like you just moved.
I forgot to... Let's see. So this one is... Forget that one. That's here. That's here. I'm not sure what this one is here. That was...
He might have already had a hit from
something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So then here I've got 12. So all these guys are combining on the church.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Yeah. So that's going to be 12, 12, and 12. That's going to be 36 plus the cannon. So that brings it up to 42. Now I just have to see if it's got anything. No, it doesn't say anything. All right, so okay, yeah, so it's going to be 42 to, I think you've got a fire defense there was 16 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 42 to 16. So what's that work out to?
32. So that's 2.5 to 1. Shifted to 3 to 1.
3 to 1. Okay, here we go. 66. Oh my God.
You just took out another leader.
I just killed another leader. Well, potentially killed another leader. So at 3 to 1, that's going to be 2 hits.
Wow.
So that guy's up to.
Right.
He
has to make a morale check.
Yeah.
But we guess we resolve.
So roll for the leader first.
Yep.
So roll 1 die and we'll see what happens to him. A 4. So that is like some sort of wound. And I suspect he's going to be out for a little bit. Arm wound. Roll 1 die for the number of hours out. 1 hour. So that's not bad. So he will come back then. We'll put him on the turn track for... so this is the 420 turn. So he's going to come back at the 520 turn. Yeah, and just put like a number 2 on top of him.
Where do I find the numbers?
Here, there's one already there. We'll just clone it.
How do you clone it?
If you click on the unit or the counter and then you go down, Control C will clone it. Or if you just scroll down, yeah. So that's an easy way of like cloning tired markers, exhausted markers, hit markers, things like that. All right, so what did that leader add in anyway?
4, I think.
3. So, so you'll make your morale check with, you get a +6 for being in the in the church. You've got a -6 for being half dead, and then you've got a -3. So you just have a -3 is your result.
Okay. Roll.
16.
Oh,
so they're going to disorder.
Hello.
Hey, David, how are you?
How are you?
Terribly sorry that I didn't tell you guys earlier that I wasn't going to be able to make it tonight.
Were you watching the game?
No, I'm still working.
Oh, okay.
This is billing
project.
week, and
oh my God,
and on top of that, it's a big billing week in that we're trying to do it under a new system and that I'm in charge of here. So,
well, we kept everything. Since Albert's absent, he was watching the game because I guess his wife is a Kansas City fan or something like that. So,
yes. Okay, I remember that from last week.
Yeah. So he sent an email out earlier today saying that he wasn't going to make it for that reason. So Robert, I think
I'm going to have to retreat.
No, I don't know. So.
Oh wait, no,
because it had something about them not disordering
in place. Yeah.
Well, if it's so, if they suffer increment loss for the so that's if there's a DD result. This was not a DD result. This was a fire result. I would still say that they would stay there, but they're just going to be disordered. So just leave them there. But they're just disordered.
So, gentlemen, again, I apologize, but I'm going to go back to work here. So
okay, well, no worries, David.
You didn't get too depressed by seeing the map. He's putting the pressure on.
Yeah, you could send me a copy of the save file afterwards, so I can.
Yeah, I'll send one to you and Albert if I can remember, and then of course you can watch everything on YouTube.
That's
So
true. I
yeah,
could
always
go tune
exciting.
into that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
David. Be well.
All right.
Talk to you later. Bye.
See you later.
All right. So that was that. So now we've got these guns here. Will fire on Napoleon. So it's going to be 40 to 10. So it's going to be a 4-to-1 shot there with a +2 for Hiller. See, we roll another 66. My roll was as bad as Napoleon's there.
You're asking too much.
I know. I can only kill so many liters at a time. So 4-to-1, it's still one hit.
Is it?
It is, yeah, because with the +2, it becomes a 14. At 4-to-1, that's a hit. So your infantry will take a hit.
That's the first one, right?
Yeah, that's the first hit on those guys. So, and
Napoleon
with Napoleon there, I'm sure they wouldn't ever think of breaking and running.
Going anywhere.
Exactly. All right, then I got these guys firing.
Kansas is getting. Albert's going to be really depressed. His wife's going to make his life miserable.
Oh.
North Carolina is winning 40 to 25.
Oh my gosh. That's brutal. All right, I've got another shot here. These guys will fire there. And so that's going to be 12 to, what's your fire defense in the garden? 10. So it's a 1-to-1 shot on these guys here. 14, that's a miss. All right, then these guys can fire here. And they are my Jaegers. So I got 15 to 12. So it's a 1-to-1 shot on that hex there. And that's a miss. All right, that is it for my firing. I will do.
I forgot to roll for my disordered units.
Oh, yeah.
So, but you finish with what you have to do.
Yeah. So I just had then an assault to do. These guys are going to try to assault you here.
Shocking.
I know. It should be a huge surprise for you.
There's still 2 increments.
So I've got 6. And, well, these guys are in line. So that's 4 and 4. That's 8. And that's 12. So I got 6-to-1 on the odds chart. So that's going to give me a plus what? It's going to give me a +9. And I am attacking up a slope. So that is going to up a slope. That's a -2. Anything else? Nope, that's it. So I will have a +7 on my morale check altogether. So for this chap here, he goes in. For this chap here, he'll have a +8. He'll go in. And then for this chap here, he'll also go in. All right, so I suspect since you're half dead, we're going to be on the 5-to-1 chart without a doubt.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, because there's not much left of that poor bastard.
Yeah. No, there's only like 4 points left.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on the 5-to-1. I will have a +1 for my brilliant leader, Vincent. So Vincent, yeah.
All right.
My brilliant leader, Bob. No, Vincent. So here we go, 5-to-1 with a +1. 64 becomes a 65. That is Defender surrenders.
Ooh. They are gone.
They are. So
Well, at least my marshal didn't have to suffer the indignity.
yeah, he would have gotten captured if
Yeah.
with a roll like that. Well, and with a 64, it would have also been
Another leader.
another casualty. Yeah. So that is just a very dangerous hex to be in. That's all I can say. Okay.
So. We'll see how you feel about it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be catching canister here in no time at all. So, but I've got Vincent. All right, so that's that. I didn't have anything else. I don't have anybody who is disordered. So why don't you go ahead and roll for your guys that got or that are routed? You've got a few floating around in the back.
Yeah, hold on.
I think you just got those two.
Yeah, I just want to look at one thing before I forget. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We'll do this guy here.
Okay.
He's
He's not quite half dead. So just roll and see what you get. I mean, if you roll well enough, we don't even need to bother looking. Yeah, 66. Yeah.
Why they all like Marshal Messina? He just
That's right.
motivates them to no end. Okay. Guys.
Now those guys are half dead and they're routed. I think Becker adds in 1. So you're going to have a, So you're going to have a minus 11.
Was it 9? 6?
So it's minus 6 for being half dead, minus 6 for being routed.
Oh, 12,
so it's 12
right,
plus 1. So yeah, it's just a minus 11. Hey, that still might be good enough, right? 52, 42, 32, 30. Yeah, 33. He should be happy.
24.
Yeah.
There you go.
Time to send him back into the meat grinder.
Can we just combine units?
I mean, you can stack them on top of each other.
You can't, though. No, it's only like for the town. You can only have
no, but like elsewhere, like
one battalion.
Yeah. So in the woods you can't. In other places you can't. So.
In the clear, we'll just have this huge stack of everything that's out there. All right. Well, we lost the church.
All right, and then I've got this horse up here that had been rallied last turn. Let's take the exhausted marker off of it. Nope, not that one. That one. All right, it's happy. Okay. All right, so that's where things stand at this particular point in time. We've got boatloads of Austrians showing up. We've got a desperately needed division of French infantry coming across the river and through the woods to try to save something somewhere. And I think you'll be able to get those guys. Those guys should be able to get to Essling just as I'm getting my guys there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 2 turns, and I'll be on the outskirts of Essling. And you guys are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. I'm going to make it to Essling potentially before you do. Or you'll be getting there just before we do. Just barely. Squeaking in. Cool. Should make it exciting that way, right?
It will be.
Okay.
Once all of that's engaged, the turns will get a little bit longer.
Yes, right. And I would imagine that, that might be the time when we'll have some cavalry charges as a way of trying to, trying to pull some pressure off of Essling or Aspern. So it'll get to be interesting. I mean, when you and I played this, I think we just played the one scenario where we just were making the assault on Aspern.
That was the one we played.
Yeah, yeah. So this is a bigger deal, to put it mildly. So more stuff flying around the place.
I would say so.
Yeah, yeah. So. Well, that's where things stand. So, I will save it. I'll save the file.
Okay.
Then we can 420 turn, yep. And then we can catch up with this again next week, and kind of keep pressing everything.